Welcome to the Citibike Century Ride. If you've never seen a Citibike before, they are rental bikes here in New York City meant for quick, short commutes. So naturally, I decided to see if I could ride one for 100 miles. There are only 3 rules for this challenge. Rule number 1, we gotta ride 100 miles.
Rule number 2, have a kick-ass, awesome time.
Final rule, classic bikes only. We cannot use the electrically assisted bikes. Which of these noble steeds is gonna carry me for 100 miles? This one looks like it's in pretty good shape here. All right, let's go with this one. Let's get serious. Boom! These CitiBike seats are pretty firm, so I did get this gel-like cover on Amazon. This is gonna be huge. So my plan of attack is really just to go around the perimeter of Manhattan 3 times. Each time around the perimeter is about 32, 33 miles, so I do that 3 times and it should get me to where I need to be. Of course, that plan is subject to change, but right now that's what I'm going with, so without further ado, let's hit the start on that Strava button. Made it to the West Side Highway bike loop. About 10-15 minutes in, I already feel like there's a faster bike out there, so there's a station right here. I'm gonna just see what I can find. Yeah, let's see what this thing can do. SR71 up there. Well, if it isn't my old friend, the Little Red Lighthouse. Now, my original plan from here was to cut across the top of Manhattan so I could go down the east side. I think I'm gonna change that plan because to do that, I have to bike like 2 miles of road. And right now I'm just hitting a rhythm with that bike and I wanna just go uninterrupted for a while. Leaving Little Red Lighthouse, we just hit our first 10 miles. The 20-mile split. Feeling pretty good, loving this new bike. Just getting a little bit hungry, so I think I'm gonna pull over shortly here to have some food. On the menu, we got some fig bars. Found this nice little benched area near the water. I'm just gonna eat a few of these till I'm not feeling hungry anymore. Break's over, back to it. Made it down to the financial district. I'm gonna just turn around here, head back up, and then I think I'm gonna cut over to Central Park. A song called Feet Don't Fail Me Now just came on my shuffle. Appropriate. This building is called the Ansonia. It's one of the most beautiful buildings in the whole city. Central Park is right at the end of this road here. And just like that, we're in. It's a nice change of scenery, you know, I just gotta keep my mind stimulated. And it is a really pretty day here. New York is definitely strutting their stuff. You know, we're into September now. The air's got that little bit of crispness to it. Humidity's dropping. These are some of my favorite days of the year. Just past 30 miles. We're pretty much going at an exactly 10 miles an hour pace. All right, I just did most of the Central Park loop. I'm gonna take a quick rest. I'm absolutely loving this loop. The only issue is it's a decent amount of variation in incline and decline. And really what I need right now is just flat so that I can maintain a certain pace. So I think I'm gonna go back to the West Side Highway. Just hit mile 40. Feeling fine, just bored, really bored. Better shot of that SR71 up there. Thing's sick. Look at those afterburners. Also got an F14 Tomcat up there. The white tails that you can see there. That's what Maverick flies in the original Top Gun. All right, I'm literally just gonna ride in circles out on this pier for a little bit. One thing I genuinely do love about these endurance challenges, it just empties my head. I'm thinking about stuff, but not my problems. I think it's because I'm constantly moving forward and you just appreciate what's right in front of you. And I like that about these challenges. So whenever I'm feeling bored now, I'm gonna just reframe it as being present. That sounds a little bit better. All right, just did about 3.5 miles here on the pier. I'm gonna go back out to the West Side Highway. I might come back here. This was like a good break. Not a break, but just flat ground where I have a ton of space. That was nice. Handsome little Ferrari 458. I like these and the design has aged very well. I am cheesing right now because I just remembered I packed ibuprofen in my backpack. On the flip side of that, I'm getting pretty sick of these organic Fig Newton type things. They're not the worst thing in the world, but I just don't want to like have too much variety right now. Any variety is a digestive risk, and I cannot have that. Back to the financial district. I might actually go all the way down to the end of the island this time and then come back up the other side. We have made it to the east side. Halfway point. Gonna dock real quick there. I know I said I wasn't gonna put any variation in my diet, but I am starving and I want a Chipotle burrito bowl. And frankly, nothing's getting in my way of that right now. So, one or two, I don't do these things regularly. I don't train for this. I don't diet for this. So this could be a horrible move. I really don't know. All right, well, we'll see how that sits. I gotta say, being halfway through this, I'm kind of amazed. My legs don't feel like jello or anything like that yet. Granted, I'm not going at light speed or anything, but still, I mean, 50 miles on a bike, it's something. So hopefully I'm saying that after another 50 miles, we'll see. I just realized I left my little seat cover on this bike that whole lunch, and nobody took it, so faith in humanity restored. Also, the chain on this bike was starting to kind of rattle a little bit, so I do think I'm going to change bikes. But this one was a really noble steed. It did what it needed to. Well, I tried snaking up the East Side Highway, but there's just so much construction going on that I could never stay on the bike path for more than like 2 minutes at a time. Just had to take like an hour detour through the streets to try to cut across back to the West Side Highway, and it's just, the West Side Highway is just the most dependable route at this point, so I'm just sticking to it. And back to my beloved Pier 76. Just hit 60 miles. This isn't that much fun anymore. I should have never abandoned that bike I'd been using all day at the Chipotle. I have no idea what I was thinking there. I'm just in a little bit of a mental funk and I gotta snap out of it. Got my pace back up, just banged out about 5 miles, you know, just chugging away now. I was feeling sorry for myself, you can't do that. Almost back to our friend, the George Washington Bridge. And I gotta say, the GW Bridge is pretty beautiful. And just like that, back to Little Red. And just like that, let's head back down there. Mile 70 down. Definitely have some wind back in my sails a little bit. Also, I think the Chipotle was a good move. Just giving me fuel that I need. Got the electronic playlist going now. Do you guys like the electronic songs that go wubba, 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 or I ran out of water about a mile ago. I know that there's a vending machine down around 40th Street. I'm at 114th right now, so if I get real thirsty, I'll just take a couple sips of the Hudson River. I'm sure it's completely safe to drink. That vending machine was out of every flavor of Gatorade, so I got a water. It said it was $3, but it charged me $4. I'm gonna go clear my head at Pier 76. Feels good to be back in my happy place, AKA Pier 76. All right, that's 80 at Pier 76. I think I'm gonna reward myself by sitting down for a little bit. I'm also getting pretty hungry again. I don't know if it's worth stopping right now. I'm kind of leaning towards just closing it out. Okay, so up there, that is the George Washington Bridge, which I have already been to a few times today. So what I think I'm gonna do is go most of the way back up there, and then maybe like 7 miles and turn around, because if I can get further down this way, that just puts me in better proximity to a subway back to my apartment. I think I'm gonna have nachos when I'm done. I wonder if I can go the last 17 miles without water. Holy crap, I am so hungry. I have to stop and eat some knockoff Fig Newtons. I can't even remember the last time I was this hungry. I don't even know how many calories I've eaten today, but it definitely hasn't been enough. She does look pretty at sunset though. Well, polish that off. Well, that's 90. I don't really have much else to say at this point. Back at that trash vending machine, rewarding myself with a soda since they were out of Gatorade. Plus for this last 10 miles, I feel like I just need some quick energy. You know what? Why don't we do one more shift at Pier 76? Goodbye, Pier 76. You've been good to me. All right, I'm gonna try to make this my last break here. Not a bad view. Just over 5 miles to go here, so we got this, come on. All right, we're at 97.72 miles. I'm making one more purchase from this doggone vending machine because I'm so dang thirsty. Woo! All right, everybody, just got back to the apartment. My final moving time was 10 hours, 30 minutes, and 45 seconds. And the final mileage count was 100.1 miles. So yeah, I finished in about 10 hours, which is what I thought I would do. So happy with that. And best of all, unlike the 100,000 steps in a day challenge, I can still walk. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.